Hello everyone, thank you replay viewers for tuning in. I am back. Thank you guys for coming in. So I'll introduce myself again. For those of you who don't know me, I am Marisha and I am a school-based speech-language pathologist and I work with preschool through 6th grade students. And I also blog over at roadtospeech.com, as you can see here. Hello everyone. So I will turn this around. So I am super excited. I'm starting a mini series this week all about organizing TPT materials or Teachers Pay Teachers materials. So how many of you have lots of TPT materials? How many of you are addicts like me? Because I have a confession. I have a lot of stuff. It's a problem, but it's a good problem because it's such good stuff. So I wanted to share, so this week I'll be talking about digital TPT stuff, so how I organize things on my computer, and then if this goes well, I'd love to do more specifics on how I organize like all the other things, like the physical stuff, the hard copies too. So let me know what you like and what you don't like, and I'll hopefully be able to make it even better. So, so I'll be scoping, well, today, and then tomorrow and Wednesday, and then I'll wrap up the scopes on Thursday with a tour of my speech room, to kind of, and we can start looking at the organization stuff then too, if you guys are interested. And thank you guys for the hearts. Okay, so we're just gonna do a quick introduction today, so I'll give you 3 quick tips, and then I'm especially excited because I kind of want to like start our foundation. It's like TPT Organization 101, and then tomorrow and Wednesday I'm going to give you some more specific tricks that I think will give you a lot of bang for your buck. So be sure to come back. And I also am doing a giveaway, so for all of you who are here right now, you'll get entered for a chance to win. So I'll pick one person based on whoever shows up here, and it might also be based on who gives the most hearts or comments or something like that. I'm still deciding exactly what I want to do, but there'll be a giveaway with that. And then I'm also bringing this over to Instagram, and this is, so don't feel like you have to take notes or anything. This is on my blog post, which I'll show you in a second. But I'll be bringing this over to Instagram too. So if you tag me, Road to Speech, and if you use the hashtag organized SLP, your name will be entered to win. So I'll be giving away 2 prizes. And you'll be able to choose from a bundle of my products, or I'll give you, because some people have mentioned being interested in this, I'll help you, or I'll design like a mini organizational kit for you, and we can talk about like what you might want, but I could help make some labels for you, or just some like things to help you get organized in a super cute and fun way. So yeah, be sure to come back, keep coming back so you can get more of that. I'm excited. It'll be so much fun. Okay, so I don't want to take up too much of your time. Yay, Carrie, I thought you might like that. So 3 things, just real quick tips for getting started. So the first thing, sorry, I'm getting kind of close. I'm just pulling up the stuff. So the first thing is, yeah, it does seem overwhelming, and I'm hoping that with these mini scopes I can break it down into little smaller pieces. And if you like, I love your guys' comments, and if you want to email me or leave comments on my blog, that'll help me kind of break it down and figure out what you guys need. So here we go. So the first thing that I have is, so you have all these materials and we want to figure out what to do with them. So find a place for your products. Do you want them just on your computer, or do you want to put them on a USB drive, or do you want to go on Google Drive or Dropbox? And there's pros and cons to all of those, and I don't know if you guys would be interested. This could be a whole other scope potentially if you guys are interested in setting up a Google Drive or a Dropbox. If you guys want some help with that, I can talk about that. But just that, I just wanted to, okay, Carrie, I will do that then. I wasn't sure if you guys would be interested. So, yeah, so think about where you want to put your stuff. Okay, Google Drive, I'll do that. I'll add it to my notes. So decide where you want to put your things or where you want to store your materials. I really like using Google Drive is awesome. So I really like using I like storing things on my Mac because there's some really cool, like I like being able to, it's some, not at all, Carrie. So there's some things that I really like about my Mac that aren't as easy to do on a Google Drive or Dropbox, but I love using my Google Drive so I can access my materials anywhere. So I kind of have a combination, and I'll show you more of what that looks like later this week. But that's just something to think about. Like, think about where you think you might want to put your stuff. And then, so that's number one, find a place for your things. Decide where you want to store them. Then two, create a system. So decide how you want to organize your things. Do you want them to be organized by therapy topic? Do you want them to be organized by age group? Do you want them to be organized by type of product, like something like no prep stuff that you can just print or stuff that you have to make? Do you want them to be organized by whether you paid for them or whether they were free? Do you want them to be organized seasonally? So there's a lot of different things, and I should put this list up there. I don't know if I have that I have a little list in my blog post. But think about, so when because we have TPT materials too, and I'll talk about that. I'll walk. Is it Lauren? Oh, Lindsay. And I think it really depends, because what works for you might not work best for you, or what works best for me might not work best for you. But think about how do you plan for therapy? For me, it makes sense I have like a couple different sub-organization systems because I'm a big TPT addict and I have tons and tons and tons of stuff. But I like organizing, like the bulk of my stuff is organized by therapy topic, and then I use tags and color coding and all that crazy stuff to organize kind of based on the other ones. But I like to, I usually, when I'm doing my lesson plan, I'm trying to target a specific goal, so that's what I look for. And then I use the other things like season or no prep or things like that to kind of help zone in on things. So I'll show you how I do that tomorrow. And then, so that's number two, create a system. And then for number three, once you have that system, use it, because you can have the most amazing system in the world, but if you're not using it, and if you just keep leaving your TPT files in the downloads folder, and I'm guilty of that, I promise. But if you're not using that system, it's not going to work for you. So, right? And I've definitely got, and it gets full and you don't have space anymore. Oh my goodness. So I don't know how many of you, and I don't know, how do you pronounce this exactly, but the Art of Tidying, the KonMari thing, she talks about like only having things that spark joy, which when I first heard that, I was kind of like, what? Okay. But I really think that it makes sense to some extent, that because I know when I first found TPT, I wanted to download like all the free stuff. Like I downloaded anything that would maybe even be slightly relevant, but now I have all this stuff that I never use. So I've been going through and getting rid of the stuff I don't need, and it's been making it a lot easier to find what I do need, and it helps make my lesson planning and everything easier too. So yeah, that makes a big difference. So having that system and then using it. So when you get a new product, put it away right away. Like find a place for it, and then you won't have to, because I've definitely had that where it's like, I know I bought this, but I could not find the product for the life of me. So I think that kind of following those 3 steps is a really good place to start. And then, so I talked about finding a place for your things, creating a system, and kind of making it align with how you plan your lessons, or what does it look like when you're trying to prep for a session. and kind of make it fit that so you can be super efficient with that. And then for number 3, make sure that you put everything in its place and you follow that system. So it's really easy to kind of keep everything up and keep up that productivity. So that was the TPT Digital File Organization 101, just to kind of make sure that we're on the same page. Yes, and that's what I'm going to show you tomorrow. I'm going to show the tags. And I'm so excited because there's some really, really, really fun, cool features that have made planning so much easier. Because, oh my goodness, you're gonna love it. And then I'll talk about how to kind of, the last day. I think I'll talk about more tomorrow. Exactly what we're gonna talk about, but it's gonna be good, and I think I'm excited for sure. So tomorrow it'll be just a little bit earlier. It'll be at 9. But do you guys have any other questions? Like any questions about the giveaway or where to find more information? Yes, backups are important too. And I mentioned that in my blog post, I think, but it would be, the TPT has the stuff, but it would be so sad to lose your entire system. So I back up regularly, and that's also why I have a USB, so it's just an extra backup. But that is a very, very, very important point. So any other questions? And then I'll turn this around. Let's see. My screen doesn't want to work very well today. Okay, so again, you are welcome, Carrie. So let's see. I'll bring this down. We'll go over here. So if you go to roadtospeech.com, this is, it is available in Teachers Pay Teachers, but it's just, I think it's easier to have everything in one place, so it's, so you can find it and save yourself some time. Because going to TPT isn't too bad, but I think it could be a lot. There's quicker ways to get your resources and have them at your fingertips. And I'll talk about some, oh man, I'm getting so many ideas now. So I'll share lots more stuff with you. So again, I'll be scoping at least, and I'll add because I just figured out the time, so they'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then I'll also be doing a bonus scope on Thursday with the speech room tour. Yes, and then going back to TPT means I have to know what purchase. Yeah, so if you have it organized already, then you kind of save yourself some of that cognitive load. So yeah, just a reminder, make sure to keep tuning in tomorrow and Wednesday, and then get some pictures on Instagram too, so tag me at Road to Speech and use the hashtag OrganizedSLP. And you are welcome, Louisa. And then again, I mentioned this on SLP Blogger Live, but make sure you follow me. Enter your email address here to get exclusive tips and freebies, and I'm excited. There's going to be some good stuff on there coming soon. So head to Road to Speech and check out my latest blog post for all this information. And, oh, thank you. So Stampin', is it Tina? I think you said your name was Tina. Yeah, yay. Woohoo, points for me. So thank you guys for coming in, and I will see you tomorrow. Learning how to submit on TPT, like creating your own products. And is it Jana? Yeah, that might be interesting too. Janelle. Okay. I'll see what I can do about that. And there's some other really good resources out there about that, putting stuff on TPT. So if you want to email me, I can kind of connect you with some of those resources too. But feel free. Here, I'll put up my contact information again. Feel free, and I'm sorry about the underlines. My screen is too big. Oops. So that's my contact information. Feel free to, and it's all on my website too, so that might be easier. Yes, buying pretty things that are helpful. That's what I look for. I'm a little bit I love the pretty things. So sometimes I'll buy it even if I don't need it, just because it's pretty. Problem. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for coming in. Feel free to contact me if you have questions or if there's anything that you really want to hear about. I'm here for you guys. So, yes, stay tuned, and I'm excited to share more with you. Thank you.